What if mastering English didn't require overwhelming effort, but small, steady steps? Imagine absorbing language skills piece by piece, one bite at a time, until fluency feels effortless. It's not a dream, it's the power of gradual, consistent learning. Welcome to a new approach to language learning, where tiny bites lead to massive progress. Welcome to Learn English Language in Tiny Bites. This audiobook is designed for those who want to master English at their own pace, without the stress of cramming large amounts of information at once. Just as taking small doses of medicine can gradually heal the body, small, consistent learning moments can help you build lasting language skills. We'll explore the power of incremental progress and how adopting this method can improve your vocabulary, grammar, listening, and speaking abilities over time. Let's dive into how tiny steps can create big changes in your English proficiency. Focus points. The power of small steps. Learn how focusing on manageable chunks of information enhances retention and boosts confidence. Breaking down vocabulary. Discover the effectiveness of learning a few new words each day and integrating them naturally into conversations. Grammar in digestible pieces. Instead of overwhelming rules, grasp grammar concepts in small, understandable pieces. Listening and speaking one bite at a time. Build your listening and speaking skills incrementally with bite-sized audio exercises. The consistency principle. Understand the value of daily practice and its cumulative impact on your English fluency. Effective study habits. Tips for creating a study routine that embraces consistent, bite-sized learning. Learning outcomes. By the end of this audiobook, you'll have a clear understanding of how small, consistent efforts lead to improved English proficiency. Know how to break down your learning into manageable daily goals for steady progress. Be able to use new vocabulary, grammar, and expressions naturally through gradual exposure. Understand the importance of daily practice, listening, and speaking in improving your fluency. Feel confident in your ability to learn English at your own pace, with manageable, bite-sized sessions that keep you motivated. This audiobook will guide you to become a more effective and confident English speaker, one tiny bite at a time. Focus point 1. One small step at a time. Learning English can feel like an overwhelming challenge, especially at the beginning. However, the secret to success often lies in breaking the process into small, manageable steps. Just as a marathon runner tackles a race one stride at a time, language learners can achieve fluency by focusing on bite-sized portions of information, building up gradually. Benefits of learning in small steps. Reduced overwhelm. Tackling a complex subject all at once can lead to burnout and frustration. By dividing large topics into smaller, digestible sections, learners can reduce stress and keep anxiety at bay. Better retention. Focusing on just a few concepts at a time improves memory retention. When you concentrate on mastering one idea thoroughly, you're more likely to absorb it and retain it long-term. Boosted confidence. Small milestones, like learning a new word or perfecting a grammar rule, provide a sense of accomplishment. This success fuels motivation, helping learners continue their journey with greater self-assurance. Enhanced focus. With fewer distractions and clearer goals, learners can maintain better concentration. This focused attention is key to mastering each element of the language. Personalized learning experience. By adjusting the pace and complexity of learning to suit individual needs, learners can enjoy a more fulfilling and effective language acquisition process. How to implement small steps in your learning journey. Set realistic, achievable goals. Break down your larger goals into smaller, more attainable targets. For example, instead of trying to learn all of English grammar in 1 month, aim to master one specific tense or grammatical structure each week. Create a structured learning plan. A well-organized approach can prevent feelings of being overwhelmed. Consider using tools like planners, calendars, or apps to structure your study time and keep track of progress. Prioritize consistency over intensity. Regular, brief study sessions, around 15 to 30 minutes daily, are far more effective than infrequent, long study marathons. Consistent exposure is key to long-term retention. Focus on one skill at a time. Instead of trying to improve every aspect of English at once, focus on strengthening one skill, whether it's speaking, writing, listening, or reading, before moving on to the next. Use proven learning techniques. Techniques like spaced repetition, flashcards, and active recall can enhance your learning and help you retain what you study more effectively. Celebrate every small victory. Acknowledge each step forward in your learning process, whether it's mastering a new vocabulary word or understanding a complex grammar rule. These small victories keep you motivated and reinforce the habit of progress. Learn from mistakes. Mistakes aren't failures, they are valuable opportunities for growth. When you make an error, analyze it to understand why it happened and use it as a stepping stone toward improvement. Find a learning partner or community. Sharing your learning experience with others can provide motivation, accountability, and support. Having someone to share challenges with makes the process more enjoyable. By embracing the power of manageable steps, learners can transform what seems like a daunting task into an enjoyable and fulfilling journey. With consistency and focus, every small effort brings you closer to achieving your language learning goals. So take it one step at a time, and remember, every tiny bite counts. Focus point 2, building a strong foundation, vocabulary in small chunks. In our previous discussion, we explored the advantages of taking small, consistent steps in learning English. Now, let's dive into one of the most crucial aspects of language acquisition, building vocabulary. Like constructing a house, a strong vocabulary requires a solid foundation and careful, gradual development. The importance of small steps in vocabulary building. Trying to memorize extensive lists of words in a short time can often lead to frustration and poor retention. Instead, focusing on learning a few new words at a time allows you to absorb them more deeply, helping you understand their meanings and usage more effectively. Just as a building's strength comes from its foundation, your English proficiency grows from mastering vocabulary one small chunk at a time. Recommendations for building vocabulary in small chunks. Start with core vocabulary. Begin by focusing on the most commonly used words in everyday conversations. These high-frequency words make up the foundation of your vocabulary and will allow you to communicate effectively in a wide range of situations. Start with essential words like greetings, numbers, and everyday objects. Learn words in context. Rather than memorizing isolated words, try to learn them in sentences or phrases. This contextual learning helps you understand how the word fits within a conversation, and it makes it easier to remember. For instance, instead of just memorizing book, learn it in a sentence like, I love reading books. Use mnemonic devices. Creating associations or mental shortcuts can make new words easier to remember. For example, to remember the word elaborate, you could visualize an image of a large, intricate design. Linking words to familiar images, stories, or rhymes creates a memorable connection in your mind. Spaced repetition. Repetition is vital for retention, but spacing it out is even more effective. Review new words at increasing intervals. This technique strengthens your memory by reinforcing the information before it fades. Tools like flashcards with a spaced repetition system, SRS, are excellent for this method. Use flashcards. Flashcards remain one of the best tools for vocabulary building. On one side, write the word. On the other, write its definition or use it in an example sentence. This method reinforces both recall and usage. Read regularly. Reading regularly exposes you to new words in context, helping you to understand how they are used in real-life situations. Whether it's books, articles, or even subtitles, reading helps to expand your vocabulary naturally. Label objects. Surround yourself with English by labeling objects around your home or workspace with their English names. This visual connection will help reinforce new vocabulary in your daily life. Keep a vocabulary journal. Create a personalized vocabulary journal where you write down new words you encounter, along with their definitions and example sentences. This journal becomes a personalized record of your progress, and reviewing it regularly strengthens your retention. Use language learning apps. Many language learning apps are designed to make vocabulary learning fun and interactive. These apps often incorporate spaced repetition and gamification, which can make the process feel more engaging and rewarding. Practice, practice, practice. The key to retaining vocabulary is consistent practice. Actively use the new words you learn in conversations, writing, and other real-world applications. The more you use the words, the more natural they will become in your language skill set. By adopting the approach of learning vocabulary in small, manageable chunks, you can gradually build a robust and practical vocabulary. The key is not to rush the process, but to focus on mastering a few words at a time, reinforcing them through repetition, and using them in context. As you continue to build your vocabulary step by step, you'll notice a gradual yet powerful improvement in your overall fluency. Remember, it's not about how many words you know, but how well you understand and can use them in everyday communication. Focus point 3. Mastering grammar, one rule at a time. Grammar often feels like one of the most challenging aspects of learning English, and understandably so. The rules can seem complex, and remembering them all at once can be overwhelming. However, by breaking grammar down into manageable chunks, you can gradually build a strong foundation and improve your accuracy over time. The key to mastering grammar is patience, consistency, and a strategic approach to learning. Recommendations for mastering grammar in small steps. Start with the basics. Begin your grammar journey by focusing on the fundamental concepts of the language. Start with sentence structure, parts of speech, like nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs, and basic verb tenses. Understanding the building blocks of language will set you up for success as you dive deeper into more complex grammar rules. Focus on one rule at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to learn every grammar rule in one go. Instead, take it slow and focus on mastering one rule or concept before moving on to the next. For example, spend time understanding subject-verb agreement before tackling past perfect tense. This gradual, focused approach ensures better retention and deeper understanding. Use grammar exercises in practice. Consistent practice is essential in mastering grammar. Engage with grammar exercises regularly to reinforce what you've learned. Textbooks, online resources, and language learning apps offer a variety of exercises to test your knowledge and solidify your understanding of grammar rules. Identify and correct your mistakes. Pay attention to the grammatical mistakes you make in writing and speaking. Every error is an opportunity to learn and improve. Take the time to analyze your mistakes, understand the rule that applies, and correct it. This process will help you internalize the rules and prevent similar mistakes in the future. Use grammar in context. Understanding grammar rules in isolation is one thing, but using them in real-life situations is another. Apply the grammar rules you're learning in your everyday communication, whether you're writing emails, composing short stories, or having conversations. This will help you see how grammar works in practice and strengthen your understanding. Find a grammar guide or textbook. A good grammar guide or textbook is an invaluable resource. It can provide clear explanations, examples, and exercises for each grammar rule. Choose a comprehensive guide that presents rules in a structured, easy-to-follow way, and refer to it whenever you're unsure about a particular rule. Seek feedback from a teacher or tutor. A teacher or tutor can provide personalized feedback on your grammar. They can help you identify areas where you're struggling and offer advice on how to improve. Regular feedback is crucial for making progress and avoiding ingrained mistakes. Use online resources. The internet is full of useful grammar resources. Websites, grammar videos, interactive quizzes, and even forums where learners share tips can all help deepen your understanding. Many language learning platforms offer interactive exercises that allow you to practice grammar in a fun and engaging way. Mastering grammar doesn't happen overnight. It requires time, patience, and a commitment to taking small, manageable steps. By breaking grammar down into digestible chunks and practicing consistently, you'll gradually improve your accuracy and confidence. Remember to focus on one rule at a time, apply grammar in real-life contexts, and don't hesitate to seek guidance or feedback. As you celebrate your progress and continue learning, the complexities of English grammar will become easier to navigate. Focus point 4, perfecting pronunciation, one sound at a time. Pronunciation is often one of the most challenging aspects of learning English. With its variety of vowel and consonant sounds, English can be tricky to master, especially if your native language lacks similar sounds. However, with consistent practice and a strategic approach, you can significantly improve your pronunciation, enhancing both clarity and fluency. By focusing on one sound at a time, you can make steady progress without feeling overwhelmed. Recommendations for improving pronunciation in small steps. Focus on individual sounds. English contains numerous sounds that may not exist in your native language, and mastering these can be key to clear pronunciation. Identify the sounds that challenge you the most, whether it's the th sound in think, the short vowels, or tricky consonants, and practice them regularly. Breaking them down one at a time allows you to tackle them more effectively. Use phonetic transcription. Learning the International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA, is a helpful tool for understanding pronunciation. The IPA provides a visual representation of sounds, making it easier to learn how words are pronounced. Many dictionaries and online resources use IPA to guide learners, so familiarize yourself with it to help decode unfamiliar words. Listen carefully. A huge part of mastering pronunciation is learning how native speakers sound. Pay attention to the rhythm, stress, and intonation they use when speaking. Watch movies, TV shows, or listen to podcasts with subtitles or transcripts to hear the natural flow of English. This immersion helps you internalize how words and sounds should sound in context. Record yourself. One of the best ways to evaluate your progress is by recording yourself. Speak out loud, then listen to your recordings and compare them to native speakers' pronunciation. This will help you pinpoint areas where you need to improve. Regular self-recording offers clear insights into what to focus on in your next practice session. Practice minimal pairs. Minimal pairs are pairs of words that differ by only one sound, such as ship and sheep or bat and bath. These pairs are excellent practice tools to help you distinguish between similar sounds and refine your pronunciation. By focusing on minimal pairs, you can isolate specific problem sounds and perfect them over time. Use tongue twisters. Tongue twisters are a fun yet effective way to practice tricky sounds and improve your fluency. They help train your mouth muscles to form sounds more clearly and quickly, which can help with pronunciation in real-life conversations. Start slow and gradually increase your speed as you gain confidence. Seek feedback. One of the best ways to improve your pronunciation is to get feedback from native speakers or experienced language tutors. They can offer valuable tips on how to adjust your accent and pronunciation. With their guidance, you'll gain a clearer understanding of where you're excelling and where you can improve. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's natural to make mistakes when learning a new language, especially when it comes to pronunciation. Don't let fear of errors hold you back. Embrace these mistakes as learning opportunities and continue to practice with the understanding that improvement takes time and effort. Perfecting pronunciation in English is a gradual process, but by taking small, focused steps, you can significantly improve your clarity and fluency. Whether you're working on individual sounds, practicing minimal pairs, or seeking feedback, consistency is key. Celebrate your progress along the way, and remember that every mistake is a learning opportunity. With perseverance and the right strategies, you'll achieve clear and confident pronunciation, making your English communication more effective and enjoyable. Focus point 5, cultural immersion, bridging the gap between language and culture. While grammar and vocabulary are the building blocks of learning English, cultural immersion provides the essential context that brings the language to life. By understanding the cultural nuances, idiomatic expressions, and historical references, you can communicate more effectively and engage in more authentic conversations. Immersing yourself in the culture associated with English can deepen your language skills and make your learning experience more engaging and enjoyable. Recommendations for cultural immersion in English language learning. Engage with English-speaking media. One of the best ways to immerse yourself in English is by consuming media in the language. Watch movies, TV shows, and documentaries to hear natural conversations and learn about different accents and dialects. Listening to English music and podcasts can expose you to various slang, expressions, and regional accents. Reading books, magazines, and articles in English will help you better understand cultural references, idioms, and conversational styles. Connect with native speakers. Practicing with native speakers is invaluable. Join language exchange programs, participate in online conversation groups, or seek out opportunities to interact with native speakers in person. This will not only help you practice speaking and listening, but it will also give you insight into the cultural subtleties that influence language use, making your conversations more authentic. Explore English-speaking cultures. Language and culture are deeply intertwined. Learn about the history, traditions, customs, and values of English-speaking countries such as the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and others. Understanding the cultural context behind certain phrases or expressions will enhance your language comprehension and allow you to use the language more appropriately in various situations. Travel to English-speaking countries. If possible, traveling to an English-speaking country can offer an immersive experience like no other. Being surrounded by English in everyday life. Whether it's through conversations with locals, navigating the city, or participating in cultural activities, helps you internalize the language in its natural environment. Studying or working abroad can also give you a deeper understanding of the cultural and social dynamics in English-speaking regions. Cook English recipes. Food is an important part of culture. Try cooking dishes from English-speaking countries to learn about their culinary traditions and customs. This activity can help you acquire new vocabulary related to food, cooking techniques, and dining etiquette, while also giving you a hands-on experience of the culture. Join cultural events. Attending cultural events, such as concerts, theater performances, art exhibitions, and festivals, provides a great opportunity to experience the culture of English-speaking countries firsthand. These events often showcase local traditions, history, and art forms, enhancing your appreciation of the culture while also improving your listening and comprehension skills. Use English in everyday life. Practice using English as part of your daily routine. Label objects around your home with their English names. Write a journal in English, or make an effort to think in English throughout the day. Incorporating English into your daily life helps reinforce vocabulary and phrases, making it easier to communicate naturally in the language. Cultural immersion is a powerful tool in language learning that goes beyond grammar rules and vocabulary. By embracing the culture associated with English, you can improve your comprehension, gain a deeper understanding of the language, and develop a more natural communication style. Whether through media consumption, connecting with native speakers, or traveling to English-speaking countries, cultural immersion broadens your horizons and makes learning English a richer and more rewarding experience. Focus point 6. Finding the right learning resources. With so many resources available for learning English, it can be difficult to know where to begin or which tools will be most effective for your individual needs. The key is to identify resources that align with your learning style and goals, and to experiment with different options until you find the right fit. Here are some tips to help you navigate the vast array of learning resources. Types of learning resources. Online courses. Platforms like Coursera, edX, and Udemy offer structured English courses that can cover grammar, vocabulary, speaking skills, writing, and more. These courses often include video lessons, exercises, and assignments to provide a comprehensive learning experience. Language learning apps. Apps like Duolingo, Babbel, and Rosetta Stone make learning interactive and fun through gamified lessons. These apps often use bite-sized lessons, making it easy to practice on the go and gradually build your skills. Textbooks. Traditional textbooks provide in-depth explanations of grammar rules, vocabulary, and language structure. These resources often come with exercises and practice activities to reinforce the material. While they may not be as interactive, they offer a solid foundation. Online dictionaries and thesauruses. Websites like Merriam-Webster, Oxford Dictionary, and thesaurus.com are great tools for expanding your vocabulary. These resources help you look up word meanings, synonyms, and pronunciation guides, offering a deeper understanding of language. Podcasts and audiobooks. Listening to podcasts and audiobooks in English helps to improve your listening comprehension and familiarize you with the rhythm and nuances of the language. These resources expose you to natural conversations, vocabulary, and accents. YouTube channels. Many YouTube channels like BBC Learning English or English Addict with Mr. Duncan offer English lessons, tips, and real-life conversations. YouTube is a great platform for visual and auditory learners, providing easy access to lessons on a variety of topics. Tips for choosing the right resources. Consider your learning style. Reflect on how you learn best. Are you a visual learner who enjoys watching videos or reading text? An auditory learner who benefits from listening to podcasts or audiobooks? Or do you prefer hands-on learning with interactive activities? Choose resources that match your preferred learning style. Set clear goals. Define your specific language learning goals. Are you preparing for an English exam like IELTS or TOEFL? Do you need English for work or travel? Or do you simply want to become more fluent in conversation? Setting clear goals helps you choose resources that will best support your objectives. Try different resources. Don't hesitate to explore different types of resources. Some learners benefit from a combination of textbooks, apps, and podcasts, while others might prefer using just one type of resource. Experimenting with different tools will help you discover what works best for you. Read reviews and testimonials. Before committing to a course or resource, read reviews from other learners. Reviews and testimonials can give you insight into the effectiveness and quality of the resource. This helps you make an informed decision before investing your time and money. Utilize free resources. Take advantage of free resources before spending money on paid ones. Online dictionaries, YouTube videos, and podcasts are often free and provide a great way to practice and learn new material. Once you've determined which resources work best for you, you can consider investing in more structured, paid courses. Create a personalized learning plan. Combine different resources to create a well-rounded learning plan that suits your needs. For example, you might use a textbook to master grammar, a language app to practice speaking, and podcasts to improve listening. This personalized approach will give you a balanced language learning experience. Finding the right learning resources for your English language journey is essential for staying motivated and progressing effectively. The most important thing is to choose tools that are both engaging and tailored to your needs. Remember to experiment with various options, read reviews, and create a learning plan that integrates a variety of resources. Ultimately, the resources that will help you the most are the ones you enjoy and that match your learning style. Keep experimenting, and you'll find the right mix that works best for you. Focus point 7. Overcoming common challenges in English language learning. Learning English, like any new language, can be filled with obstacles. However, understanding these challenges and finding strategies to overcome them can keep you motivated and help you reach your language learning goals. Here's a breakdown of some common challenges and their solutions. Common challenges and solutions. 1. Lack of motivation and discipline. Set clear goals. Having specific goals will give you direction and purpose. Break your larger goals into smaller, achievable milestones. For example, aim to learn 10 new words each week or complete a certain number of exercises each day. Find a learning buddy. Learning with a friend or a study partner can keep you accountable and motivated. You can share progress, exchange feedback, and encourage each other. Reward yourself. Celebrate your small achievements. Whether it's watching an episode of your favorite show after completing a set of lessons or treating yourself to something enjoyable, rewards can keep you motivated. Make learning fun. Learning doesn't have to be a chore. Incorporate games, music, TV shows, or podcasts that align with your interests to make the process more enjoyable. 2. Fear of making mistakes. Embrace mistakes as learning opportunities. Mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. Instead of seeing them as failures, view them as valuable learning experiences that bring you closer to fluency. Practice in a safe environment. Find a supportive environment where you feel comfortable making mistakes. This could be with a teacher, tutor, or even a group of friends who understand that mistakes are part of the learning journey. Focus on communication. Prioritize being understood over speaking perfectly. Language is ultimately about communication, so don't let fear of mistakes hinder your progress. 3. Limited exposure to English. Surround yourself with English. Immersing yourself in the language is key to improving your skills. Watch movies, TV shows, and documentaries in English. Listen to music, and read books or articles in English. The more you expose yourself, the more natural the language will feel. Find opportunities to speak English. Seek out opportunities to practice speaking. Join conversation groups, find a language exchange partner, or even speak with English-speaking friends or colleagues. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. 4. Cultural differences. Learn about English-speaking cultures. Understanding the culture behind the language can improve your communication. Learn about the history, customs, and traditions of English-speaking countries, which will also help you understand the context in which the language is used. Connect with native speakers. Engaging with native speakers provides insights not only into language, but also into cultural nuances and social norms. This will help you use English more effectively and avoid misunderstandings. 5. Finding the right resources. Explore different resources. Experiment with different learning tools to find what works best for you. Some people thrive with textbooks, while others prefer apps, online courses, or language exchange. Trying out various methods will help you identify what resonates with your learning style. Read reviews and testimonials. Before committing to a specific resource, read reviews or testimonials from other learners. This will give you a better idea of whether the resource will meet your needs. Utilize free resources. There are plenty of free resources available online, such as YouTube channels, podcasts, and online dictionaries. These can help you practice without any investment, giving you the opportunity to experiment and see what works before purchasing any paid resources. Overcoming challenges in English language learning is a journey that requires patience, perseverance, and a positive mindset. Be kind to yourself when facing difficulties, and remember that every challenge presents an opportunity for growth. By setting clear goals, embracing mistakes, seeking out exposure, and utilizing the right resources, you'll continue making progress and enjoying your language learning journey. Keep celebrating your small victories, and don't be afraid to ask for help when needed. Focus point 8. Maintaining motivation in English language learning. Staying motivated throughout your language learning journey can sometimes feel challenging, especially when progress seems slow or life gets busy. However, by using the right strategies, you can maintain your enthusiasm and continue moving towards your English language goals. Here are some tips to help you stay motivated. Tips for maintaining motivation. 1. Set clear and achievable goals. Clearly define your learning goals and break them down into smaller, manageable tasks. For example, instead of just saying, "I want to speak English fluently," set specific milestones like, "I will learn 10 new words this week," or "I will complete one lesson on my app every day." Tracking your progress will help you feel a sense of accomplishment as you achieve each goal. 2. Find a learning buddy or join a community. Learning with someone else can be a great motivator. Find a learning buddy or join an online language community to share your experiences, ask questions, and encourage each other. Having someone to talk to and practice with can help keep you committed to your learning goals. 3. Reward yourself. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Whether it's completing a difficult lesson, mastering a new grammar rule, or simply practicing for an hour, give yourself a reward. It could be something small like enjoying your favorite treat, watching a favorite show, or taking a break to do something you enjoy. Positive reinforcement can help keep you motivated. 4. Make learning fun. Learning doesn't have to be all work. Integrate fun activities into your study routine. Watch movies, listen to music, or play language games in English. Engaging in enjoyable activities can make learning feel less like a chore and help you build a positive connection with the language. 5. Vary your learning activities. If you find yourself getting bored with one method, switch it up. Use different resources like apps, online courses, books, podcasts, or YouTube channels. Varying your activities will keep your learning experience fresh and exciting, helping to prevent burnout and stagnation. 6. Focus on your progress. Take time to reflect on how far you've come. Celebrate the improvements you've made, even if they seem small. Acknowledge the progress you've achieved, such as mastering a tough pronunciation or understanding a complicated grammar rule. Focusing on your growth will help you stay positive and motivated. 7. Don't be afraid to take breaks. Language learning can be intense, so it's important to step back when you need to. Taking regular breaks will prevent burnout and help you maintain a steady pace in your studies. A well-rested mind is more productive, so don't feel guilty about taking a pause when necessary. 8. Remember your why. Reconnect with the reasons you started learning English in the first place. Whether it's for travel, work, personal growth, or connecting with others, remembering your why can reignite your passion for learning. Keep a reminder of your goals in sight, whether it's a vision board, a list of reasons, or a motivating quote. Maintaining motivation is a continuous process in language learning. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your achievements, and remember that consistency is key. Language learning is a journey, not a race, and small steps over time will lead to significant progress. Stay focused on your goals, find joy in the process, and don't give up. Your hard work will pay off. Focus point 9. Celebrating your progress in English language learning. Celebrating your achievements, no matter how small, is essential for maintaining motivation and making your language learning journey more enjoyable. Recognizing your progress helps you stay positive, boosts your confidence, and encourages you to keep moving forward. Here are some ways to celebrate your progress as you learn English. Ways to celebrate your progress. 1. Acknowledge your milestones. Break down your language learning goals into smaller, achievable milestones. Each time you reach one, celebrate it. Whether it's completing a chapter in a textbook, mastering a new grammar rule, or holding a successful conversation with a native speaker, take a moment to recognize your progress. These small victories will keep you motivated. 2. Keep a learning journal. Document your journey in a learning journal. Write about your successes, the challenges you've faced, and any insights you've gained. Reflecting on your progress helps you track growth, identify areas for improvement, and boosts your confidence. Looking back at your entries can remind you of how much you've accomplished. 3. Reward yourself. Treat yourself when you reach a significant milestone. This could be something simple like buying a new book, watching a movie in English, enjoying a nice meal, or indulging in a relaxing activity. Positive reinforcement will make the learning process more enjoyable and motivate you to continue working towards your goals. 4. Share your successes. Sharing your achievements with others can enhance your motivation. Tell your friends, family, or fellow learners about your progress. This not only boosts your confidence, but also creates a sense of community and support. Celebrating your progress with others can also inspire them to take their own language learning journey seriously. 5. Reflect on your journey. Take some time every now and then to reflect on how far you've come. Look back at where you started and see how much you've grown. Reflecting on your progress will remind you of your hard work and help you appreciate your journey. This reflection can reignite your passion for learning and keep you motivated to continue. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is a sign of progress. Celebrate your achievements along the way and enjoy the journey of learning English. By recognizing and appreciating your hard work, you'll maintain a positive mindset, stay motivated, and keep improving your skills. Keep learning, and don't forget to celebrate your success. Conclusion. As we reach the end of this audiobook, let's recap the key points that will guide your journey to mastering English in manageable steps. Start with clear, achievable goals. Define your objectives to stay focused and motivated throughout your learning process. Assess your current proficiency. Evaluate where you stand in terms of grammar, vocabulary, and skills to tailor your learning plan effectively. Engage with consistent, bite-sized practice. Break down your learning into small, manageable tasks that you can incorporate into your daily routine. Utilize the right learning resources. Choose the tools that align with your learning style, goals, and preferences for maximum engagement. Incorporate cultural immersion. Connect with English-speaking media and native speakers to gain a deeper understanding of the language and its context. Stay motivated and celebrate progress. Recognize every milestone and stay committed, whether by rewarding yourself or sharing achievements with others. Practical recommendations. Consistency is key. Even short daily practice sessions are more effective than cramming. Regular exposure to the language will help you improve steadily. Mix up your learning methods. Keep things interesting by diversifying your learning activities. Watch English shows, listen to podcasts, and engage in conversations. Connect with a learning community. Join groups or find a buddy to practice with. Having someone to share your journey with can keep you motivated. Reflecting on the journey. The process of learning a new language is unique for each learner, but with patience and consistency, significant progress is always achievable. Embrace every small step along the way, as each one contributes to your mastery of the English language. The lessons covered in this audiobook, setting clear goals, practicing regularly, choosing the right resources, and embracing the cultural aspect of learning, are all essential in creating a holistic approach to language learning. Thank you so much for listening and for your commitment to improving your English. I appreciate your time and attention throughout this audiobook. Your interest in learning is a great first step toward fluency. If you found this audiobook helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who are on the same language learning journey. The more you listen, the better you speak. Keep engaging with the content, and I'm confident you'll continue to improve your English skills and become more confident in your communication. Good luck on your language learning journey, and thank you once again for being a part of this journey.